Good morning today, 143. Bit rainy this morning, but then the beautiful blue skies come back out again as always. Who are we shouting out to this morning? Let's go for Nanny Lynn, Grandad Andy, and who else? Let's go Nana again. How's your Weetabix? Hope you're feeling better. I've heard you're not doing very good. Don't be spinning mattresses. You're 88 for God's sake. Getting told off. Anyway, Sunday today, so slightly reduced workforce. The boys are starting on pouring the columns at the front. They managed to get one done last night. They wanted to get two, but the concrete concentration wasn't enough. Those columns have got to be absolutely solid, so they decided to use the concrete by pouring some other beams up here. Today's goal really is to try and get that dug out and set properly and then concreted in, pouring of the three columns at the front and removing any form of boxing and pouring that needs to be done so that tomorrow the guys can start straight on with the rebar. As far as I'm aware, they've actually built a lot of the rebar already, so as soon as the guys have actually done the columns, the rebar can be lowered into place and then tied into the beams themselves, and the other ones, obviously the front ones here, have to be built in situ. So I think they've got the rebar here, I'm assuming, never assume. If not, the rebar will have to be sent and then they'll have to get up there and do what they've got to do. But what we've got to do is that we've got to get the formwork put in place so that the rebar can actually be done. So a lot of the beams can't be built until the actual formwork is erected, which means we've got to get downstairs, we've got to disassemble what's there, and then pull down the formwork and bring it up here so we can re-erect it again, which also means we need the new jacks. The jacks have to be tall enough. Obviously, like I said, we need 13-foot jacks. The ones downstairs are only good for up to 10 feet. So we've got to get that done. Morning, Smithy, how are you? This beam was poured yesterday, so that can be taken off at some point today. I'm pretty sure it was poured anyway, he says. See concrete coming through. Sounds a bit hollow still. But anyway, I think I'm pretty sure it was poured. There's a few boxing ups that we need to do as well. I need to take a quick look at the drainage as well to see whether we need to dig it up. I'm out in the middle of the open at the moment, so look. You can see that it is running from here. I'm still very mindful it's just not enough. So do we physically take it up and make sure we can physically see the run rather than it just being spirit leveled, knowing that it will go down and it will be absolutely fine, or do we literally do it as it is, knowing that we might have to dig it all up again? Don't really need to ask you guys to put your comments and your thoughts in there. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? But anyway, I might get the excavator in there and just take off about six inches here all the way along and grade it so we can actually get a proper fall on it, so you can even see it, let alone the spirit level telling you it's there, and at least then you know you can park it and go off. And I might also get him to dig this one off again, because this one really needs to go down by an inch. We need to take the concrete off the top at the top and then try and dig around to find out what's going on. We might have to wreck this pipe, just literally dig it all out again, right down deep, and then start from fresh. I think that's what we need to do with that one. So we've got the excavator and the Bobcat here, so I'm not too sure if he's coming today, but if he does, I think that's the thing I'm going to get him onto. Get those two pipes, get that pipe out, get that redug, get this one completely taken up. If we can get it out without damaging the pipe, great, but if not, just muller the whole thing, get solids and chemical, get those relayed and get those redone, and at least then we can switch off from them and don't have to worry too much about them. So other than that, it's 9:10. So the guys are obviously just settling in and getting some bits and bobs done. Yesterday, Beckles started doing the formwork downstairs for these side steps, because again they're going to have to be poured at some stage. Other than that, we're pretty much where we need to be. 3 courses around most of here, all around here. This one, as I said, is only 2 courses, but we are going to have to put a bigger beam in there anyway, so that's ready. However, I think they could probably take the side piece up. The side is actually 2 courses as well, so we need to take that up to 3. It's just the front as far as I'm aware. Other than that, they can take some of the formwork off of this now. So these jacks here can come out, and we can probably take the front and the back cover off. But the rest of the formwork will stay in place, because this is obviously going to be built straight across both sides. So other than that, it's really trying to see how many people are here today and see if we can get some guys downstairs in the basement getting the formwork out, but I'm not too sure whether that's going to be possible today. So we'll have a look in a minute. But anyway, plenty to do, but a quieter Sunday.